Hey, what's up? Hello, and welcome back, everyone and anyone who decided to click on the video today. Today we're going to be sorting through all of my bulk, non-holo, non-reverse holo Pokemon. I did not go through any of the trainers, just the Pokemon, got them all in alphabetical order and divided up into their types. So that we can figure out which ones we're going to be making into 3D cards. I was actually quite surprised by the end of this. I have a lot more that I can make 3D than I thought. We did have some slight technical difficulties this week between sorting out all the cards and getting all the videos done and recorded in the proper order and so on and so forth. For whatever reason, some of the files, once I transferred them onto my PC, some of them ended up corrupted, so that's why you'll see the top right videos. They start as we're halfway through the grass energy, and then our central video here, you don't even see the grass types, because for whatever reason my phone decided it didn't want to record. But we may do all the grass types that we had there on the table. We didn't have any in that batch that were capable of being made 3D anyways, so it's not the biggest deal. You will see later on we do have a few grass types that we can transfer, or that we can make 3D, but there wasn't any in our large amount of bulk. And here we go. We got the Choodle, we got Drizzile, we got our boy Quaxley. Shout out to Real Breaking Nate there. I know that's his favorite Pokemon. And we got the old Wishy-Washy for the water types that we can make into 3D. And here we go into the fire types. So even though all this took a good amount of time, and I won't lie, it took a long time, it was really fun. It was great to sort the cards out with the girlfriend. And honestly, I think it got her a little bit more into it. She now wants to build her own binder of cute Pokemon, at least Pokemon that she finds cute in her opinion. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I got a little surprise for her this week, so look out for that video. We might be posting a little something. And for fire types that we can make into 3D cards, we've got a Charmeleon, we've got a Lampert, we've got a Litwick, and a Vulpix. And moving into the electric types out of the bulk cards, we didn't actually end up with any that we can make into 3D cards, unfortunately. We do have a few that are coming out of the Chilling Reigns or Battle Styles, but unfortunately, out of the rest of the bulk, we don't have anything else that can be made 3D. And I'm sure by now I've lost a few of you, but if you're still kicking around, how's the weather been in your area? It's kind of starting to warm up around here. Kind of feels nice. It's kind of misleading with how many different types of Pokemon there are of all these cards, especially when they multi-type sometimes, and some of the artworks are copied from generation to generation. But for me, when it came to doing this, my criteria for making a 3D card was I needed a minimum of 5 of the cards to make a card. So I figure I need 6 cards in total, so I can keep one as the natural card and then use the 5 extra cards to make the 3D form. I'm also intending on 3D printing something to go with these cards to kind of put the cards in to kind of add to it, make it a little bit different, but I'm going to leave that as a surprise for now. Maybe I'll make another video later on and show you guys the design that I come up with. But for all these cards that we're going through, basically all the ones that have met the criteria of having at least 6 will be being put onto a wheel, and we'll be spinning that wheel week to week to decide which Pokemon we create and get started on the Pokedex. So I think I might have missed one there, but there was a Farfetch'd out of our bulk fighting type Pokemon. And here we are going through all the dark type to figure out which ones we can make. I think we ended up with quite a few out of these. And once again, I was deceived by my own video. We only ended up with 3 that we can make. Looking here, we've got a Murkrow from the Trick or Treat set. We've got Poochyena, and we've got a beautiful little Umbreon there. So only 3 actually out of the dark types that we had. So my goal going forward, now that everything's all sorted out and I see which cards I can create into the Pokedex, the following few weeks I'll be hopefully uploading a video a week per card. So I'll do 1 3D card a week, as well as hopefully printing out the additional part that I was speaking of before. As I said, I'd like to keep it kind of a surprise for you guys. I'm going to have to design it within the next week or 2 to see if it'll work out the way that I would like it to, or if it's not going to work out, or, the joys of prototyping is the thing. I've got to figure out what thickness of these 3D cards I want to go with, like how many cards are going to be compacted. I know obviously I already said that I'm using 5 cards to create 1 3D card, but there will also be filler cards in between there. So whether I use duplicate trainers or other energies that I've already got, I'm thinking probably 10 card thickness for the final product without any resin addition. So I'm gonna have to figure out all those dimensions and stuff and get the proper measurements for my print. And for basic types, we've got this beautiful Eevee. Thank goodness, I can't wait to do all the evolutions. That's actually been something on my list of things I really want to get done. And as you'll see coming up here, the next few types, we've got Steel, Fairy, and Dragon. Unfortunately, we do not have any cards from those 3 types that we can make into 3D. Kind of understandable, they're not... the fairy types, they were only around for a little while. I think kind of the same thing with the dragon types. We don't see too many of them. And now we're going to jump into the 2 binders that I have. These are actually booster boxes that I had bought back in the day. The first one here is Chilling Reigns. And from the Chilling Reigns binder, we end up with Bounsweet, Deerling, Grookey, Ledian, Snorunt, Blitzel, Mareep, Golett, Shuppet, Slowpoke, Swirlix, Crabrawler, Diglett, another Farfetch'd, Galarian Farfetch'd, Cubfu, Rockruff, Galarian Yamask, Coughing, Aaron, and Porygon. And here we go, on to the second binder. This is from a booster box of Battle Styles. Of course, once again, this has all the holos, reverse holos, EXs, full arts, and all that pulled out. This is literally just the bulk Pokemon cards. And that's all we got from Battle Styles, starting with Blipbug, into Scatterbug, Salandit, Sizzlipede, Tepig, Bruxish, Frillish, Mr. Rhyme, into Electabuzz with Yamper and Baltoy, Chimichote, and a Slowpoke, and to Spoink, Cubone, Gligar, Mindfu, Onix, Roly-Coly, Murkrow, Bronzor, Honedge, a Bouffalont, and Glameow. Well, that's all I got for you this week. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, or even comment down at the bottom. Stay tuned for upcoming videos where we will hopefully be starting the Pokedex.